Thank you so much for joining us here today at Build 2022. In this session, we'll see the latest innovations from Power BI to enable you, the analyst who power the data culture of your organizations, to help you scale your insightful reports to end users wherever they work. I'm Łukasz Pawłowski, a program manager on the Power BI team. With me today is my fellow program manager, Maya Shenhav. We have some great demos to share with you, focused on how Power BI is now easier than ever to access in Outlook and PowerPoint. Combined with the existing integration in Teams and SharePoint, end users can always access the latest data to get relevant insights. However, some of you might be asking, what's the problem you're solving? The problem we're solving is the behavior that many users of BI need to take the insights found in Power BI onto other collaboration tools to further their decision-making. However, the way they do it is by taking a screenshot or exporting the data. The consequence of this behavior is the high risk that bad data is cascaded throughout the decision-making process, like a bad case of broken telephone. The result is people question the data, spend time arguing about the data, and end up making bad decisions because they don't have the right insights. However, there's a better way. With Power BI, you can take that rich report with insights and cascade it everywhere the end user is working. Whether that's collaborating in Teams or managing your business in Dynamics 365, pulling data from SharePoint lists or refreshing data in Excel. And today, we're making that experience even better with the announcement of Power BI integration with Outlook and Office, now available in public preview. This means that no matter where you start your day, or your preferred communication style, you have the same seamless access to data to support your decision-making. These experiences bring the fully featured Power BI experiences you see today in Microsoft Teams and make them available to more users. In fact, it's a single app, so if you install it in Teams, you'll also have it in Outlook and Office. If you're in Microsoft 365 Targeted Release or Office Insider's beta channel, you can use these experiences today. Additionally, we're also announcing public preview of the Power BI storytelling feature in PowerPoint. This new capability brings fully interactive and up-to-date data into your discussions during meetings. Presenters can quickly explore data to answer questions without slow, "I'll get back to you." Maya will do a deep dive on this in a few minutes. We're deeply invested in helping individuals, teams, and organizations use data in more decision-making. Many users start their day in Outlook to catch up on what's new, to kick off their daily workflow, or to plan for their meetings. To help these users, Power BI is becoming available in Outlook for Windows and Outlook for the web. In the apps list, I can discover the Power BI app. The Power BI app in Outlook helps you find data quickly and respond to your colleagues faster. It has the same fully featured experiences that are available today in Microsoft Teams. You can find all your reports, datasets, scorecards, and create new reports from scratch without any technical skill. Importantly, I can view these all without leaving Outlook. This saves me context switches and puts data at my fingertips. We hear from many users that they write status emails on a daily or weekly basis. When I'm writing an email, it's easy to add the data my colleagues need. Here, I'm replying to Alex with a project update. As I draft this email, I've pulled all the key data points to summarize for Alex how the project is doing. Now, without leaving Outlook, I quickly find the detailed report. Just by searching and selecting it, I added this rich preview card to my email. Alex and any recipient can quickly find the report that supports the summary I provided. Because the card clearly shows the report name and location in Power BI, Alex can trust that my team is using the best data in decision-making. By sending emails with these Power BI cards, I'm empowering my organization to really dig into the data, stay connected to the most trustworthy data sources, and ask better questions and take better actions. When I switch over to Office, the Power BI app is available for me here as well. This really shows how we're creating a single pane of glass. Whether I'm working in Microsoft Teams, Outlook, or Office, I always have access to all the reports that are important to me. all the same tools are available as well. I can, for example, start a chat if I need to quickly follow up on something. We continue to make it easier for anyone at any skill level to create delightful interactive reports. In the Office Create experience, I can just scroll over to reveal the new Power BI report option. This lets me start creating new reports quickly. In this way, Power BI is surrounding the user with the data they need, no matter what their preference of tool, no matter what their work style, and especially no matter what their skill level. By bringing data to the front and center, making it always one click away, it's easier for more users to start using data in decision-making. And importantly, because it's a single app that supports Outlook, Office, and Microsoft Teams, it's easier for organizations to roll out trustworthy data to everyone who needs it. We're also continuing to enhance experiences in Microsoft Teams. Here, I've opened the Power BI app in Microsoft Teams. When I view the report, I can add it as a channel tab. This makes it easier for my project team to find and use data. In a single gesture, I can just pick the team and the channel to add the sales pipeline report as a tab. I'm excited to show you the new Show Action Bar option for interactive reports. It makes working in the tab so much richer. The action bar includes everything you can do in Power BI based on your permissions for the report. You can work with the file, export, analyze in Excel. The share option lets you give access quickly to those who need it. Chat in Teams lets you have agile data-driven discussions. You can even edit if you'd like, which is a game changer if you just need to make a quick change. One of my favorite experiences is that your personal bookmarks are available here too. This lets you customize your personal experience for reports shared with your entire team. The action bar is available everywhere you can add a tab, into channels, meetings, and chats. If you have an existing tab, just edit the tab settings to enable the action bar. We're deeply invested in making data-driven discussions easy. The Power BI Scorecards capability, when added as a tab to a meeting, keeps everyone informed and up to date. In the weekly Sync status meeting, I've added the Workforce Planning Scorecard. It gives me a single pane of glass to track the metrics that matter the most for my projects, teams, and business units, and keeps everyone informed of our progress. The new Hierarchies capability lets you connect a scorecard to a data hierarchy in your dataset. This eliminates manual work, removes duplication, and gives you better insights into the metrics you track. Just by clicking each part of the hierarchy, I can see how it's doing. This helps focus discussion on challenges and drives them to resolution quickly. For example, I can see the Power and Water project is behind on revenue and attracting and retaining the best talent. I immediately see who the owner is and can follow up. We're also making it easier to get a holistic view of how your project is performing. The new heat map view lets you add all the parts of your business into a single delightful metrics heat map. It immediately shows that while top-line revenue looks great, in Power and Water and in Subsea and New Energy, there are challenges. It's also clear which projects have to focus more on hiring a diverse and inclusive workforce. The Power BI Scorecards capability is available today as public preview. The hierarchies and heat map view capabilities are coming soon. Lastly, we're excited to announce that soon Power BI will be available in Teams Mobile. This makes data more accessible when you're on the go. You'll find Power BI in the apps list. When the app opens, you'll see all your recommended content and scroll to see your recently viewed items. When you pick an item, like this sales pipeline report, it immediately opens in the Power BI native app for your device, like iOS or Android. This gives you the best native device-optimized experience to help you quickly find insights. The report is fully interactive, making it delightful to get insights on the go. In this report, you can quickly find Revenue One in the industry segment, slice on accessories, and play through how revenue has changed by territory. We're focused on providing a complete experience in Teams Mobile. If you receive a report message, we'll open it in the Power BI mobile apps. You have access to all of your Power BI tabs in channels and meetings. If you head over to the Teams activity feed, you'll see all your Power BI notifications as well. If a user has the Power BI app installed in Teams, the mobile experiences will automatically light up. In the demos, we saw how Power BI is deeply integrated into the flow of work in Outlook, Office, and Teams, how it keeps you focused and productive, how Power BI makes staying up to date and on track with scorecards delightful in meetings, and how by making data available on Teams Mobile, you can access your data when you're on the go. Now, let me invite Maya to show you how Power BI is transforming data-driven decision-making in meetings.
Thank you, Lukasz. My name is Maya Shenav, and I'm a product manager in Power BI, and I will be talking to you about data storytelling. As Lukasz described so well, people need easy to find and delightful to use trustworthy data in order to make data-driven decisions. And one of the common places where decisions are made is meetings. PowerPoint is the most popular tool in the world for business presentations and storytelling. In many cases where teams meet and collaborate in order to make decisions, there is a PowerPoint presentation that leads the narrative and discussion. So what is more obvious than integrating data and insights from Power BI into PowerPoint presentation? I'm sure that many of you use screenshots taken from Power BI in your slides where you need data to support the message and decision you want to drive in your presentation. And when that data in the screenshot becomes old and needs an update, you need to take these screenshots all over again, which can be time-consuming and tedious, especially in those meetings that are recurring meetings and happen on a regular basis, or when you need the most recent data before the team make a decision. So guess what? No more. I'm super excited to announce here today that we are shipping new integration between Power BI and PowerPoint to let you add live and interactive data and insights from Power BI to your slides. So from now on, you can have the same Power BI interactive experience part of your presentation, helping you to drive conversations based on data with just a few clicks. Let's see how easy it is to use Power BI in PowerPoint. Let's assume that I am a business analyst and that every month I need to update this presentation for my leadership team business review. Each month, I need to update the data in the slides with the latest analysis and data I have in Power BI about won and lost opportunities. I have a Power BI report that captures all relevant metrics, data, and insights I need for the review. And up until today, I used to take screenshots from this report and paste them to the presentation. And since this is just an image, I could only show very little amount of data. Therefore, I needed to do more work preparing for the meeting. I had to prepare backup slides and notes with more data, just in case someone will ask a question during the meeting. And still, too often, I had to take action items to get back to people with data because they asked a different question than what I had in the deck. All of this now become unnecessary, since now I have much better and productive way. Let me show you how. This is the Power BI report I previously took screen captures from. It has all the data, slicers, drill down options I need. And actually, in the coming meeting, I would like to start with focusing on specific territory. So let me just select this in the slicer. Now the view I need is ready. Let's now click the share button at the top here. You can see that there is new sharing option for PowerPoint. Now I have two options. To copy the link generated for me. This link includes the current view state and also grants access to the report for those who hold that link. The other option is to use this button, which will create new presentation for me with the current view. Since I already have a presentation, I will use a link. Now let's go back to the presentation from before. I will duplicate the slide and delete the screen capture. Let's see what I can do instead. In the Insert ribbon, I now have a new Power BI button. Clicking it adds Storytelling add-in to the slide. To continue, I paste the link I just copied from Power BI. Now, the add-in uses my account with Power BI service, verifies that I have access to Power BI, and to the report. Once completed, I can view the report page here inside my slide. I will resize it a little to fit my slide. The view here is fully interactive and has all the information I need. I can use tooltips, expand the values, and select data point, and see the rest of the view reflects that selection. And it also has the same territory value I selected earlier in Power BI. And if I need to, I can also change the filters. Let's see what else I have in this view. At the footer, I have metadata information about the data I see. I have the report name and a link that can take me back to the report in Power BI using my browser. I see data classification label that was given to this data, and I can decide if I need to update the label of the presentation as well. And here I have timestamp that help me understand when the data I see last updated. At the right, I have two sets of actions that I can do. The first set is more report related, such as opening the filter pane and forcing fresh data. And the second set is more add-in related, such as clear view that removes the current report and allows you to start over with new URL. So as a preparation for presenting the slide, I will just hide the filter pane. And we'll also collapse the footer, allowing more room to the actual content. Now my slide is ready. By default, when I close and reopen the presentation, or when I share the presentation with others and they open it, the add-in will connect to Power BI to bring the latest data. But if I want to freeze the view, I can use this built-in add-in option to change the add-in to image. Now, this is a static image, and only when I change back to live, the add-in will bring new data and will become interactive again. I think I'm ready for the meeting. I will just hit slideshow here at the bottom and show you how it looks like when you are presenting. Well, all the interactivity is still here. So when you are presenting, you have the richness of Power BI, allowing the conversation to be much more data-driven. Now that you saw Power BI storytelling, I hope that you are excited about it as I am. Let me share with you some of the key principles that are important to understand with the way we build Power BI add-in. Power BI add-in provides an interactive and up-to-date view to your data inside of PowerPoint when you're building your slide and also when you are presenting them. So you always have access to the data you need without any content switch that requires you to leave the presentation. That means that when you are presenting, you need to make sure that you have connectivity to Power BI. Using Power BI add-in does not add any additional licensing requirement. That means that if you have sufficient license to view the data in Power BI, the same will be sufficient here as well. Nothing that you do with the data view in the presentation changes the view in Power BI. All changes are saved in the presentation rather than in Power BI. And the add-in respects Power BI permission model. Users who need to see the view embedded in the slide need to have permission to view the report in Power BI. If you are generating a link for Power BI share action and choose share with people from my org, then when you add a report to your presentation, people with access to the presentation can get access to the report as well, helping to reduce the friction with accessing to the data. If you are using other options, make sure to give people you wish to view the data permission in advance. And if a user who does not have permission opens the presentation and view the slide, they will be notified that they don't have permission and will be able to request access from the owner directly from PowerPoint. Lukash and I have given you a quick overview into the latest Power BI features that enable you to empower your end user to the fully leverage and thoughtful insight you've created, and use it without the worry of losing fidelity. Along with the existing integration in Teams, PowerPoint, SharePoint, and Excel, there is every opportunity to find the right insights at exactly the right moment whenever the collaboration happens. However, there is more to the story. Please visit the respective blogs to find details about how to get access to the preview and what to expect in the coming months as we evolve and introduce more experiences to enrich these capabilities. Furthermore, We're always looking for your feedback to help inform us where to take the product next. Please submit your ideas and participate in the conversation. With that, thank you for watching this session today and have a great Build 2022.